Okay, this is my week 4 for MLG. This week we're playing ogalbina. Um, yeah. Sorry if I'm quieter or my commentary is a little shittier than normal. I just playing this quite early in the morning and I just could not sleep last night, so I'm a little bit fucked up. But anyways, so yeah, this is a matchup. OG Albina has a fascinating team. Definitely some very threatening Pokemon, and Gengar, which I hold very dear to my heart. But yeah, definitely some threats. Urshifu, for instance, very difficult to switch into, and Melmetal also is a very irritating mon. He has some other interesting things that he can play around with. Delibird is his Dynamax mon, which is uh, pretty decent choice. Definitely something I overlooked. I thought Chatot was one of the better options, but Delibird makes use of Hustle. So when you Dynamax, you don't get the accuracy debuff from your ability, which makes it extremely powerful, and it also increases all the base power of its moves, which are typically quite low. So that in combination with like all the with that HP buff makes Delibird actually a very effective breaker. So really nice Dynamax option for him. And then like he also has Talonflame, which my team doesn't have a flying resist. So that can definitely go demon late game. But it's also not super strong. Its attack stat is not that high, so uh, he'll have to do a lot of work to get it into a position where it can actually clean. And it's also not the fastest one in the matchup. So I have tools to keep it at bay, but definitely something I need to be aware of. Otherwise, it can get out of hand very quickly. And yeah, he had some like Regirock and some interesting mud styles as well, but I wasn't as concerned about them. But more concerning was Ordino, which and even Slowking to a certain degree, I suppose, because uh, he can just soak my Gardevoir up with Slowking and teleport into something to force me out. He can soak my Dragapult up with Ordino and force me out. So really annoying resources that he has for some of my stronger mons. So really put me in a weird position. Um, so yeah. Uh, so let's get into the build then. Shit. So I opted to bench Dragapult and Gardevoir. Obviously, had to take Chat out. Um, but yeah, so we'll start with this Ferrothorn. So this Ferrothorn is just a Chople variant, which is quite difficult for him to OHKO outside of the like Flare Blitz, Talonflame, and like I don't know, Specs, Slowking, or like some sort of Life Orb Delibird, I guess, or Dynamax. I'm probably died at that as well, since Delibird is quite strong. It's definitely close. But yeah, the Ferrothorn is just here uh, to cripple something, ideally Melmetal, which is why I have so much speed, so that I can get low and then endeavor him, since body press does like fucking nothing to Melmetal, and I don't want to run a whole lot of defense because I want to actually pressure things. So with the adamant and this amount of attack, I can actually pressure things like Slowking or Dino Mudstale and Urshifu with Whip, and then I can threaten knock on Gengar, Talonflame, Rotom, and Endeavor. I can also Endeavor, Melmetal, and Rotom, and do a lot of work that way. And then if it gives me free turns for whatever reason, I can spam spikes. But because I have like so much attack and so much speed, I should be able to, if I play it well, I should be able to find opportunities to stack his team. And considering his removal is really only Rotom, Talonflame gets it, but I'm not confident that he'll run Defog on Talonflame. I suppose he can run Brave Bird SD Defog Roost, but I'd probably expect it to be purely focused as a win con if he took it. So that really limits him to removal and rotom, which isn't the worst. It's not fantastic here, but like, you could definitely make it work. But I, but yeah, if he does take it, it's one less threat, so it's not the end of the world, and I have ways of punishing it. So next, Bandit and Frenap. Uh, so Bandit and Frenap is pretty simple. Click buttons, go burr. I know it doesn't look that good here, but really, I just wanted to turn my brain off for this one. So it's really not about the Infernape, but it's about the Swampert. So abandoned momentum core with this Pert. So basically, the idea is that his resists, his water resists, do not appreciate banded U-turn from Infernape. Slow King is not the bulkiest mon. I'm not even like, I'm pretty sure it won't be running much Fizz Diff. If he did take it, is better Fizz Diff options for Infernape, like Mudstale and Talonflame and Regirock. Oh, okay, Regirock's not a good example. But yeah, whatever. And then yeah, Rotama, I can just punish it with banded U-turn. And then Bandit and Frenap's also really nice for fucking up things like Delhi, Urshifu, Melmetal, and Odina. So yeah, cool. Not much else to say there. It's just a banded flip. Yeah, momentum core, which pairs really well with my hazard stack, especially because I have Infernate and which is there to intentionally punish Rotom if it wants to come in on flip turns. And really, I just want to force as many switches as possible. Then I have this Spidef Crobat, which is my Gengar switch in. I don't have the greatest Gengar counter player, so I just wanted something else faster that didn't get smoked by Shadow Ball or some random coverage. Maybe he'll take T-Bolt, but I don't think T-Bolt's the first coverage option you think about when you're facing against this team, as he'll probably just try to force through Crobat with the likes of Shadow Ball uh, and either some sort of boost or some sort of boosting item. Boosting item will do a lot, but as long as I can choose Scarf Hits, then I can play around it because I'm faster otherwise. Yeah, then we have this Fizdef Silvally Fairy, so I don't immediately sack something to Urshifu at the beginning of the game because I need time for my guys to actually do what they do best. Pretty simple here. Not much else to say about it. It's also nice because like even though these are both defensively orientated, they have ways of forcing progress. Super Fang into U-turn, parting shot into Abandonmon. And then, of course, I gotta take Chatot. Honestly, I'm finding it harder and harder to justify taking Chatot. It's probably just a coincidence that these matchups are getting harder. Totally not anything to do with Chatot as a mon. But yeah, here we go. Lumberry Nasty Plot. Uh, I was tempted to try Specs, but I didn't want to play around with the Gengar shit. And yeah, Nasty Plot into Z Flying looks like it puts on a lot of pressure. If I can get a U-turn into Slowking, I can definitely do a lot of work. So yeah, that's the team. Really just gonna have to play this well. So yeah, let's play well. um, Stop time. Have fun, bro. Okay, let's see. What is he taking? No Slowking. Yeah, no Rotom. Okay, so yeah, depending on the Talonflame, he may or may not have removal. What to expect on lead? Probably the Mudstale. Want a Mudstale or a Shifu come to mind? I suppose you don't really want to lead. You don't really want to lead this. Okay. Well, I don't have very many punishes for Mudstale because I just was lazy and made my team double ban. Oh, and entirely physical. uh, so yeah, I don't know. Probably just lead Pharaoh and then see how things go. He leads Gengar. I'm so confused. What? Why the Gengar lead? Is it some interesting set? God, I'm dying. Okay, I have a couple of options here. I can click knock off. I feel like, did I make this infiltrator? Yeah, good boy. Yeah, knock off does a lot. But do I want to lose my trouble? Okay. Yeah. So I just decided that that was worth the trade. Because Fairthorn was anyone hit from Gengar, and I'll be able to bop him with a knock. If he's nasty plot, depending on what his set is, I should be able to live the next hit. But if I'm taking his item, he doesn't have a boosting item, so this is good. And obviously, his main switch-ins are Melmetal and Talonflame, both of which play into my game plan, so this is also fine. As far as this turn is concerned, it kind of makes me want to go Swampert. I have to be very careful. Okay. He clicks Sword Stance. That's kind of reckless. I'm just going to click Flip Turn. Yum. Good night. Okay, well now I have Torrent boosted Flip Turns. We take those. Honestly, I'm not sure if he should have taken that trade. He probably thinks that now his Melmetal's very free. So I'm just going to go into Pharaoh. Probably bait out an Urshifu and go Silvally and Parting Shot. No, he goes Ordina. Okay. I have to be careful because this could be... Well, okay, there's a couple things that are happening right now. First of all, he's probably scouting for some sort of choice, or not choice, brain work. Troupple. He doesn't want to sack Urshifu. And he doesn't want to give me unnecessary chip. But the other thing I need to be a little cautious of, he's more than likely clicking knock. But he could be Flamethrower. In the event that he is Flamethrower, that would be somewhat tragic. If he's Calm Mind, that would be very irritating. Yeah, Flamethrower does a lot. So the question is, do I want to scout? Because I can. It's a little bit problematic because if I scout, then I'm giving him boots on my Crobat, which makes me just want to click spikes. Yeah, he is Flamethrower. I'm faster? Wait. What? Does Mega Rodino get slower? Excuse me, why am I faster? Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I'm still outside of Melman Orange, so I'll go Crobat. Here, I'll click Super Fang. Okay, I'm still outside of Scarf range. Yeah, this is a slight problem. I'm just gonna go hard chat out. Yes, sir. Do you think chat out lives from now? We're in a really weird spot now. I'm just gonna throw out a Boom Burst. It's really tempting to click Nasty Plot, but Mudsdale is quite strong, so I'm not sure if I love a hit from full. And if he's banded, I don't think he can go out into the Melmetal, so I'm in a decent position. As he just sacks the Mudsdale. Great result for me. That one was a menace. Okay, we're in a decent place here, I think. I just have to, once again, be careful. Like here, it's very tempting to click Nasty Plot. so tempting. But I think it's actually wise to preserve chat art. And the reason why is because, I don't know, man. I don't want to preserve it. The reason why it would be intelligent to preserve chat art is because otherwise I lose to the Gengar. How much does Crobat do to Gengar? I kill after 2 or 3 rounds of hazards, of which I have none. But I could probably manage that. Sure. Okay. What's my damage against this Mega Ordino? Because for some reason he felt the need to immediately Mega. I don't